children, Sai Ram. We have already done the chapter, right? I hope you all have done the transport chapter at home. You have studied that chapter? Yes? Okay. So once we will take a quick recap of this chapter and then we'll move on to the question answers activity part. Okay? So let's start. Now, how do you go to school? I already asked this question. Yes. You go by auto, by van, by school bus. How do your parents go to office? They go by train, bus. Okay? By their own car, bike. Okay? You just find out the answer for this question. Yes? Now the next. What is transport? Transport is a means to travel from one place to another. Goods are also carried using transport. Means of transport moves on water, air and land. As I already explained you, kids, goods and people are carried from one place to another is known as transport. And means of transport to move, from how we will move? Yes, on water, air and land. Okay? Now in this chapter, that is chapter number 19, transport, we are going to see some of the means of transport, some fastest means, some slow means of transport, some very fast means of transport. Yes, let's start. Introduction. Many thousands of years ago, early humans had to walk to move from one place to another. Later they rode and carried things on animal. Later on, wheel was invented and moving from one place to another became much easier. Now see, in earlier times, early humans were not having vehicles. So they used animals to carry and to travel from one place to another. Later on, they introduced wheel and the traveling has become little bit easier for them. So they traveled from one place to another place easily. Okay? Now, after the discovery of the wheel, people have invented different types of vehicles to move from place to place. Moving people from one place to another is called transporting. Vehicles used for transporting are known as means of transport. Now see, once the wheel was invented, many changes were done in that wheel. And by using this wheel, different vehicles were made. And people use these vehicles to travel from one place to another place. Okay. Now moving people, that means taking people from this place to another place is known as transporting. Okay. And the vehicles which are used for transporting people and things is known as means of transport. Okay. Now, there are many different kinds of vehicles. Some vehicles are fast, some are slow and some are very fast. You can see this picture. In this picture, some vehicles are fast, some are slow and some are very fast. So, let's study about this in detail. Now, these are the slow vehicles. Cycle, cycle, that is bicycle, cycle, auto rickshaw, bullock cart. Okay. Yes. Now the next, that is fastest vehicle, bus, truck, car, train, fire engine and ship. These are some of the fastest vehicle. Okay. These are some of the fastest vehicle which you can use for far distance traveling also and for nearby traveling also. Okay. Now the next, very fast vehicle. Helicopter, aeroplane and rocket. Helicopter, aeroplane and rocket. These are some of the very fast vehicles. Okay. Now when we move within the city or town, we use car, motorcycle, auto rickshaws and bus. People in village also use bullock cart and tangas. Now Here in cities we can use bus, car, motorcycle, rickshaw or auto rickshaw to travel from one place to another. But in village, people use bullock carts and tangas to travel from one place to another place. Now, when we have to travel for a far, we use car, bus, train, aeroplane or boat. Yes or no? Yes, we have already studied this. When we have to travel for nearby distance or for far distance, we use car, bus, trains, aeroplane or boat. Now the next, that is air travel. Air travel is the fastest way to go anywhere. It is also the most expensive. Most expensive means costly. Yes, the ticket fare is costly. Okay. Air transport is the fastest means of transport. You can go anywhere through air transport, but the ticket fare is expensive. Okay. Now most vehicle needs some fuel to move. The most commonly used fuels for vehicles are petrol and diesel, coal, electricity and CNG, that is compressed natural gas, are fuel used in some vehicles. We should not waste fuel. Some vehicles like cycles and cycle auto rickshaw do not need any fuel. As I already explained you in our previous class, see kids, cycle and cycle rickshaw, they don't need any kind of fuel. Okay, but to run other vehicles like bus, train, rickshaw, then car, bikes, scooties, you need some fuel. And what fuel you need? Either you need petrol or diesel. To run a train, earlier times they used coal. Okay. Now many of the vehicles are converting into charging means you can use less fuel. You can charge your vehicle and then you can move your vehicle to the nearby place. Okay. Now kids, we have already seen this chapter. Now based on this, we are going to do some of the activity part, that is some fill in the blanks. We are going to see some question answers. Okay. Now what kids you are going to do? You are going to copy down this question answers, this fill in the blanks in your EVS notebook. Okay. These are the notes. I am giving you this question answers, this fill in the blanks as a notes. Okay. You have to copy down this in your EVS notebook. So let's start. Let's see the first question, that is fill in the blank. Now the first question, moving people and things from one place to another is called dash. What it is called? Transporting. What it is called? Transporting. Moving people and things from one place to another is called transporting. Okay. Second question, most vehicles need dash to move. What vehicles need to move from one place to another? They need water, they need fuel. What they need? Yes, they need fuel. Most vehicles need fuel to move. Okay. Now the next question. Air travel is the dash way to go anywhere. Now through air travel you can go very fast or you go very slow. Yes, air travel is the fastest way to go anywhere. Through air travel, that is through aeroplane or helicopter, you can go anywhere very fast. Yes or no? So air travel is the fastest way to go anywhere. Next question. Some vehicles like dash do not need any fuel. Now some vehicles like dash. Which vehicles? Cycle and cycle auto rickshaw, right? So you can mention one name here, that is cycle. Some vehicles like cycle do not need any fuel. Okay. Now kids, you are going to copy down this fill in the blanks in your EVS notebook. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question, that is name the following. First question, Two slow vehicles. Just tell me two slow vehicles. Any two you can write. Yes, teacher has written two here. Just see this. Bicycle and bullock cart. Two slow vehicles. I have given the answer. Bicycle and bullock cart. Next question. Now two very fast vehicles. Just tell me two very fast vehicles. Yes, the answer is rocket, helicopter. Rocket and helicopter. Okay. Now kids, like fill in the blanks, name the following also you are going to copy down in your EVS notebook. Okay. Now answer the following. What are the means of transport? Just think for the answer. What are the means of transport? Okay, I will give you the answer. The vehicles used for transporting are known as means of transport. What are the means of transport? Repeat after me. The vehicles used for transporting are known as means of transport. Okay. What are the means of transport? The vehicles used for transporting are known as means of transport. Okay. Next question. What do people in village use to move? What do people use in village? Yes, and the answer is people in village used bullock carts and tangas to move. What do people in village use to move from one place to another? People in village used bullock cart and tangas to move. Okay. Next question. Which is the fastest and expensive means of transport? Now you all must be knowing this answer. Yes, and the answer is air travel is the fastest and the expensive mode of transport. Which is the fastest and the expensive means of transport? Air travel is the fastest and the expensive mode of transport. Air travel. Yes, air travel is the fastest and the expensive mode of transport. Now kids, like fill in the blanks, name the following. Question answers also you are going to copy down in your EVS notebook. Okay, these are the notes. Fill in the blanks, name the following and answer the following. These are the notes of this chapter. Okay, transport chapter. These are the notes. You are going to copy down this in your EVS notebook. Okay, we'll see one more new chapter in next period. Till then, thank you kids.